Hi there to our Baramus Tower of Light friends. My name is Ibulamo Nikita, as most of you know me by now. This is a new series of programs from the Treasury of Wisdom. Thanks for watching this program. I'm sure by the end of this program you will have a new, better outlook and understanding of the necessity to have an open to reality, positive mindset and how to maintain it in the future ahead. With me is LT Zator, or Ernst, as most people know him by now. Ernst is the CEO of Baramus Tower of Light here on Earth. Ernst and his guides compiled this series as requested by the highest Toratere Yavegoria and his Lightside Kingdoms.
Thank you, Nikita. Thank you for presenting this program with me. And hi to all our friends out there. Welcome as usual to all our guides in the invisible atmosphere around us. And today we share wisdom as spiritual food for the soul. So please help us to share this wisdom and future wisdom programs with as many friends as you possibly can. You can also help us by subscribing. Please do so. Millions of people need and will appreciate this food for the soul wisdom.
To give a correct answer, we need to analyze and define the question on hand in different sections.
Agree. Let us start with the first part of the sentence. What is an open to reality mindset? An open to reality mindset belongs to people who are not mind controlled, to live in a fool's paradise, believing everything around them is safe, while the opposite is true. We do not pretend to believe what white Christians believe for them to like us.
To prove to our friends that these mind-controlled Western people exist in their millions among us, the following.
Nikita, there are people in South Africa and maybe overseas as well who will hide the factual true reality around them for their children. They will force their children not to learn the truth beforehand. This is to hide the truth from their children and ensure future problems by doing that. Take the next example. In South Africa, Mary is just an example, a name, is a 5-year-old daughter who is supposed to grow up in true reality without lies. Mary's mother does not want Mary to watch movies on violence. While outside Mary's home, dozens of small children are kidnapped and killed daily. Mary's mum does not want Mary to see the truth Mary's grandparents voted for in South Africa. They as parents ignore the truth by staging the impression that child kidnappings do not exist in South Africa. Now, white South African mothers' eyes are closed for real enemies. What do you think will eventually happen to Mary?
When outside her home, Mary will trust anybody outside her mom's house, which increases the risk that Mary will be kidnapped and her body parts will be sold to witch doctors for the preparation of witchcraft medicine.
Yeah, maybe other people don't know it, but that's what's going on here. Exactly, Nikita. By hiding the truth about why South Africa has become one of the most dangerous countries in the world, these parents ignore the truth or the true reason for the danger. In exchange for taking part in international rugby and cricket, these whites sold their highest with his cosmic laws and all for sport and voted yes for all this trouble presently on hand. They as parents do not want to be reminded of what they and their left-wing political parents voted for in 1992-94. They hide it and pretend all is safe and well in South Africa. Can you believe it?
The young white parents in South Africa are mind-controlled to believe that Satan is God and that Satan's laws are God's laws. They are so mind-controlled by their Christian churches that they do not know the difference anymore. They go with the satanic flow around them and are proud Christians.
Yes, Satan is a fallen light side God. The God of what? cosmic law transgressions, and Satan's laws replaced the cosmic laws of the highest orator Yahweh Gloria. The white Christians in South Africa exchange the cosmic laws and the highest orator Yahweh Gloria of Psalm 91 for the right to take part in international sport. How pathetic can white Christians be who are mind-controlled? These parents trust the wrong babysitters. They see their enemies as their friends. These mind-controlled Christians are by their own free will, not psychically and spiritually developed, to be able to recognize dark side souls in human or human-like bodies. They cannot even define the difference between a human body and a human-like body. They chose demonic life forms to be guardians over their children. Can you see the danger lurking in mind-controlled white person's mindset? I am sure you can. Such a mind-controlled person endangers the lives of all other people around them. This is why we experience a dark side, negative, sensible, sickening atmosphere around us.
Definitely. If you are not part of or believe in Christian lies, fables, myths and dogmas, you will never let your child of 5 years go anywhere unattended and unguarded, especially in South Africa. By being not mind-controlled and aware of real satanic dangers, you will show all forms of violence to your smallest children so that they can see what is the true reality and what is not. It does not matter if the violence you educate your small children with is first-hand by watching live riots where people are burned alive, hijacking and looting of vehicles takes place, etc. Let your children meet true reality, otherwise how will they ever learn what is a fool's paradise mind-controlled belief and what is true reality? It is their right to know. Real enemies and real light side friends. They have the right to know the true cosmic laws.
In South Africa, the most true reality is hidden from the public. The reason put forward is that the authorities do not want to cause panic among the public. In other words, according to these so-called authorities who are on Satan's side, the public does not need to know what is happening to them or in what extreme danger they are at present. The public must not have a fair chance to defend themselves against the government is preparing for these white South Africans. They must be taken by surprise. Nobody is protecting these mind-controlled white Christians. More than 9,000 white farmers alone have been killed by blacks, and nobody cares about it.
The second part of the sentence to analyze and define is a positive mindset. What is a positive mindset?
Wherever you go, Western people will remind you to be positive and to accept change. Be assured that these people are either dark side or satanic seed line representatives on earth. They do not believe in true light side deity kingdoms. They are rational thinkers, ignoring the provisions of the cosmic laws. And what will happen to them if they keep ignoring these cosmic laws? They believe that changes that will benefit all who walked on hind legs are good and positive. These people are restricted from seeing and knowing beyond the third dimension, but they make the laws. Can you imagine?
What these Western white political left-wingers do not know is what waits them already, due to their choice to be equal to all creatures on earth walking on hind legs, especially in South Africa. These white Christians are currently fourth world people, looking up to the black third world to govern them as whites. They believe Jesus will bring peace on earth, as was predicted more than 2,000 years ago. They do not even believe in a real highest God anymore and practice Satanism by the Bible's definition of Satanism, and they do it with big, proud smiles on their faces. Do they want respect from light side representatives? They are going to wait endless. I do not have respect for the enemies of the light side kingdoms on earth.
For sure, Nikita, me neither. These mind-controlled white Christians here in South Africa want people like us, who know what is coming, to be positive. The New World Order and its United Nations members, of which South Africa is one member, cannot even see beyond our third dimension, but are the world's government. They want to govern the whole world. They cannot see the real enemies, but people around the world follow these psychically and spiritually blind people as their leaders. We are not mind-controlled. We studied the history of people and countries over the ages to see if the cosmic laws are still in place. We know what is going to happen to South Africa and the rest of the world, and we cannot be positive about what is lying ahead shortly. We are not stupid to be positive about further change that will be for the worse. Do these people who want us to believe about change in South Africa expect us to dance with pride and positiveness while nations are being murdered and destroyed? We are not mind-controlled puppets on strings like the masses who dance along with their satanic leaders.
I believe you who are watching the war between Hamas and Israel on television have noticed how blindly people over the world make decisions. Christian countries, among others, are supplying Hamas and other terrorist organizations with money. For what? To destroy the light side people on earth in favor of Satan.
Yeah, and those people does not even know what's going on in their own countries, governments. Sorry to disappoint the white left-winger political people, but it is not going to happen. Sorry for you, my friends, it's not going to ever happen. And the reason is as follows. Never ever in more than 201,365 and 117 years was Satan the winner of the war on earth, and this time will be no exception. Satan never won a war against the highest and will not this time. The third part of the sentence under discussion is how to maintain a positive mindset in future.
Ernst, if we must think like Christians, we would be in the same hot water they are in at present. We as Baramis Tower of Light people can smile and we can have a positive mindset because we are different from the masses around us. Our mindsets are different from Christian mindsets. We know that there is no better religion than truth. We prefer not to be part of the masses around us following Satan in Satan's ways.
We make sure that we stay mind control free. We still study and research modern mind control techniques and avoid as many radio and television programs as we can, as well as certain movies. We live our lives in full and watch international programs on subjects we are interested in, not that are being forced down on us to look. No mind-controlled rubbish in our houses. We recite mantras preventing chemtrails and G5 radiation from harming us and preventing further mind control.
Our individual lives are so interesting. Each of us has our different research areas and we do not have time to watch how other people live their lives.
Definitely.
We are not part of the lost generation and do not befriend them in any way. We do not seek favor from fellow countrymen following satanic Christianity. We are who and what we are, and we are proud to be different from the rest of the swarming Christians and their satanic Christian churches.
Yes, Nikita, We do not need tips on how to live the most interesting life. I mean, that is, they can come and learn from us.
Yeah.
Each of us as Baramis people has the most interesting life on earth. We have our unique ways of being romantic and happy, and how to live a happy life, never to experience a dull moment. I will not exchange my life on earth for any other person's life on earth, especially not Christian lives.
No.
I cannot think how boring it is to try and be what other or what everyone else around you is and expect you to be. That must be no. That is to be like a zombie, and we are not puppets on strings zombies. We are Baramis, not mind-controlled white Christian zombies acting like puppets on strings. I am me and nobody else. We are we and nobody else. What else about us is different from Christians, Nikita?
We know what lies ahead for South Africa as an example. We know what is to come in South Africa and why. We prefer to know what Christians preferred not to know. We preferred to develop psychically and spiritually to enable two-way communication between the invisible and us. We as individuals and the higher vibrating dimensions life forms have daily two-way communication sessions, and if we need to know something, our guides will give us that information that we need. We see and learn from the satanic Christian house around the world.
Exactly. We prefer to study the cosmic laws and the true deity kingdoms in higher and lower dimensions. We are in the service of the highest Toratere Yahweh Goria. That is the main reason we know what is coming in future, and that is why we are safe when it comes to the clean-up process awaiting the world. We do not transgress the cosmic laws of the highest.
We do not befriend dark side people or dark side satanic seedline races and sub-races. By avoiding these people and third dimensional demonic life forms, we avoid disharmony, stress and negative energy. Always remember that you and we are not on earth to educate our fellow whites on true deities and their kingdoms. That is a task given to each one of us to do for ourselves. It is each one of us a responsibility to learn and to become qualified in whatever we are in Earth's school of learning to learn.
Yep. We study to enhance our leadership qualities, to organize each day. We are not followers but leaders. We do not follow the masses. We can organize time, we can organize money, etc. so that we plan our meals and what we drink. We avoid poisoned, mind-controlled food as far as we can. By organizing and planning time and money, we always have time to work, but also time to enjoy our lives on earth. We do not live in debt. We live humbly, but comfortably, with what we individually have. The word sponsor does not exist in the Baramis writings. If you want to become something, sponsor yourself by working harder to earn your own sponsor money. I worked long hours for years before I had enough money to study at a university. I paid for my studies in advance. Cash, how do they say it? I did not inherit money from anybody.
We as Baramis team in Bloemfontein, South Africa, work together and are in full service of our highest Toratere Yahweh Goria, praise his name. We work with pride and we share all newly researched information. We do this throughout the week, but on Sunday after the two-way communication session with our guides on the other side, we gather to discuss what we have just learned from our guides.
And that makes it so interesting. Because we eat healthy food, we are healthy. In this way, we keep a positive, open for reality mindset. We are happy because we know that whatever happens, we as souls will be fine. Next time you tune into our website YouTube programs, you will be watching a brand new series on lost wisdom from older Bible translations. I'm going to repeat it. It's a new series on lost wisdom from older, even the oldest Bible translations. Each program will serve as an encouraging message for people like me, believing that he that dwells in the sacred place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. We invite you to share time with us while we discuss Bible deity wisdom people forgot about. Senseful wisdom that will help you to understand real deity as a science and as a religion. Until then, bye. Nikita, I'm so looking forward to this new series. Are you also?
Oh, Aaron's just
Let's go and
celebrate.
celebrate.
Let's go.